Is the Razer DeathAdder Elite still a good mouse in 2026? Yes, I still have one. In this video, I'm going to go over some brief history about the mouse. We're going to talk about how the mouse has held up during this last 10 years. And I'm going to point out some of the things where I think the mouse has aged already. And if you stick all the way to the end of this video, I am going to share with you the reason why I stopped using this mouse and which mouse I ended up replacing it with. Before we talk about how the mouse performs today, it is worth understanding why this mouse became so popular. You see, the DeathAdder name was actually started back in 2006, so 20 years ago. And over the years, it became one of the most recognized gaming mice on the market. By the time the DeathAdder Elite was launched in 2016, Razer had refined the formula with an upgraded optical sensor, mechanical mouse switches, customizable RGB lighting, and the same ergonomic shape that everyone loved. At around $70 when it launched, this mouse was not cheap. However, I think that it was fairly priced and it was worth it. I don't think that anybody who pays $70 regrets their purchase. It was $70 well invested. So how has it held up over the years? I have owned this particular DeathAdder since 2019, so I have spent plenty of time gaming with it. And one of the things that surprised me is how well it still is. I mean, all of the buttons work, none of them have broken. The scrolling wheel is still very responsive and doesn't get stuck at all. The rubber sides have held up extremely well. There's not even any visible wear on it. Even the cable is still in pretty good condition. There is no spot where it has torn or fallen apart. So I have had zero issues with this mouse. It just simply works. So does it still perform as good as it looks in 2026? I think so. I'm not a competitive gamer. Obviously, I'm not in tournaments. I'm not playing for money. I'm not looking for the best of the best gear out there to game, but I have had no issues even when playing very stressful competitive games. And when I lose, I never find myself blaming my mouse for it. It's just user error. I suck. I even feel that I am not using the mouse to its full potential. For example, if we look at Razer Synapse app, you can see that there is plenty of customization here. Here in the performance tab, you can change the DPI, you can change the polling rate, the lighting. The lighting was one of the main reasons why I got this mouse. It was one of the few mice that had customizable RGB lighting at that time. If we go over here to the macro, there is so much stuff you can do with this mouse that I have actually never done or bother with. That's what I mean when I say that I have not used this mouse to its full potential. So where does it feel that this mouse has aged already in 2026? I think that the biggest thing that reminds me that this mouse is 10 years old is the fact that it's wire. See, I cannot even pull it to show it to you because it's stuck to my PC. Most gaming mice in 2026 are wireless. I don't know if people are even buying any wire mice now because the wireless mice have gotten so good. I mean, they're very responsive. They have long battery life. Why would you compromise and have a wire to it? Now, I don't think that the DeathAdder Elite is on the heavy side when it comes to weight. At about 100 grams, it's one of the lightest mice I've ever owned. However, I understand that there are mice out there that are extremely light in comparison, so maybe that makes this a heavy mouse and newer mice are just better in that way. Now, all of these things that I mentioned are not deal breakers, but they are reminders that gaming peripherals have continued to evolve in the last 10 years. So in conclusion, do I think that the DeathAdder Elite is a good mouse still in 2026? Absolutely. Yes, I still have it, I still game with it, and I'll probably never get rid of it. Doesn't seem like it's going to break, so maybe it's going to end up in one of those new museums where they put things that are not that old. So then, why did I stop using it? Well, I stopped using it because I wanted to go wireless. Yes. I just wanted a conveniency. That's why I ditched my DeathAdder Elite for the MX Master 3. It's a Logi wireless mouse that I didn't even purchase. The company that I used to work for, they gave it to me for free. And I also have the Logi MX keys to go along with it. So I feel like they are an excellent pair. They have excellent, but excellent battery life. And yeah, this is my daily driver nowadays. I only swap them when I am going to play anything sweaty. If I'm gonna play Apex, if I'm gonna play Arc Raiders, I switch to the DeathAdder Elite for gaming, especially because this mouse was not designed for gaming. And maybe I'm going to buy a new gaming mouse that is wireless in the future and compare it to this dinosaur here. So if you're interested in that, maybe consider subscribing. I'm very interested to know if any of you viewers out there are still using the DeathAdder Elite today in 2026 as I am. Let me know in the comments down below. I also plan to do a similar video like this one on the MX Master 3, so if you're interested in that too, stay tuned. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to clean 8-bit.